Good morning, guys. Grace, grace, amazing grace. In one of the chapters of my book, I talk about perspective and how perspective is everything. And I give a description or an image of, imagine you're leaving the Majestic Theater downtown after watching Phantom of the Opera. When you parked, it was bright sunshine. It was a beautiful day. And as you're coming home, the lights are out for some weird reason. Your car is about 5 blocks away, and you see a person moving towards you very slowly. You can't really make it out, but you can make out it's a guy, got a hoodie on, got dark sunglasses, even though it's late at night, has the sleeves rolled up, has tattoos up and down every arm, has long stringy hair, looks very kind of emaciated, has a cigarette in the hand and is walking very slowly towards you. What experiences you might have, what visceral experience you might have, especially if you're together with somebody, and who knows what your experience might be, or what feelings you might have when you see that person just because of what you're observing. Now we flip the switch, and same scenario, except you're walking alone this time, and you are that man's mother. And you begin to recognize it's your son as he's coming towards you, and you reflect back on the years that he observed his father abusing you, and the years that you remember him being abused by his father, who is an alcoholic, out of control. And you remember when he was a teenager, fighting physically with the father, and the father burning a cigarette out on his chest, and him making a decision to leave home, and you haven't seen him in years. What might be your experience the closer you get to him? Two completely different experiences. One is an experience based on the judgment of outward appearance, and one is an experience based on intimate knowledge of the history of that person and an understanding of why they are where they're at. So here's the challenge I'm going to extend to you today. If you look at people through the eyes of a loving father or mother and recognize that there's a history there you know nothing about, there's a history there that you have no clue, that if you were given the privilege of peering into for just a moment, you might have a tremendous amount of grace and a much greater obvious understanding of why they are the way that they are. So one of the things the leader of Bold, Danica Koska, says that I love, she says, I've come to the place where I recognize that people are doing the very best that they can, and all of my suffering comes from my judgment of them. So I leave that with you today. If you have any issues with somebody at any time, anywhere, any place, just realize this: you don't know half the story. And if you did, your attitude would probably be very different and much more compassionate. Hope you guys have an awesome day today. Take care.